Hey, everybody, welcome back. I know I talked a shitload last episode, and we've got more to tell you of doing it like Danny, so we're going to get right into it. The next day, I take the class. It's the same exact thing.
Yep.
13 minutes of warm-up, his ho-humming around, and now we do a little extra more and then sit-ups. And I was like...
But you guys get out of the pool and actually do sit-ups?
Well, no, you float and you contract and you take your leg and you do all these different things. Yeah, oh yeah, it's a good workout.
Wow, okay.
But he only burned like 220 calories.
Wow.
I was like, dude, I can do that on my own. Yeah. I can swim a mile and burn more calories doing that. Yep. Which, yes, I can swim a mile. So I thought to myself, gosh, should I say something? And I was like, you know what? I'm going to take a break. I'm going to at that time, I started having pain in my shoulder. It kind of worked out anyways. And we'll explain more later about my shoulder. I'm getting old again. And so I took another young lady. Her name was Lexi. And she was actually really good for being, it was like her sort of her first week and stuff. And I'm like, oh, great. So I'll take her again. Now... when I'm in the pool, I pay attention to everything. It's just, I don't know why. I just do. And I see the managers giving commands to all of the staff. And you see the staff's reaction as they turn around and they're like, a lot of them roll their eyes. I overheard one say, God, I was just helping out that lady. And he thought I was swimming in the pool. Or he thought I was, fooling around. But I was helping her out of the pool, which is our job. We're supposed to do that. But nope. That he always thinks we're doing the worst. So their managers always think the worst of them. So I think that's part of it. It's not. It's a definite energy change from Jorge.
Yeah.
And I hope Jorge, because I think he watches this. So he's on our TikTok.
Do they get this in Mexico? Are we international now?
Yeah.
We are international.
We're like Pitbull. We're worldwide.
Allegedly.
So, why am I telling this story to begin with?
Because it's fun and interesting, and you're teaching the teacher.
I forgot oh, thank you. So I took a little time off, right, to give everybody a rest and to kind of let them develop their technique, right? So I took about 2 weeks off. I went back this past week.
And nobody works there anymore.
I wish, right? I took the Anthony kid, and it was the same thing. It was the same thing. It was awful. And everybody in the class was just like, what the fuck, right? Because then he goes, how's everybody doing? If nobody responds to you, something is wrong.
There's a problem.
There's a problem.
Yeah.
And everybody was just like, quiet. And with Lexi, people were like, yeah, thank you. Or in the winter, oh. And listen, I'm going to probably send this to you. I miss Nathaniel, who used to teach the class. Nathaniel, you were my favorite so far of teaching the class, I have to tell you. And I miss you immensely. I shed a tear for you every night because I miss your classes. And I never thought that I would say this, but I actually also miss Reed. And Reed was not a good teacher because he just couldn't pay attention. But he became better over time. His brother Kyle was amazing. But you're like, you guys are brothers. You should both be the same. They were not. But Reed was like, do, sit-ups, and then he'd be like, oh, squirrel. But I miss them. I miss them immensely because you give these kids feedback, and they're like, no. So I guess the question is, am I that old queen?
Are you that old queen? I mean, do you do it all the time?
I'm sorry?
Do you do it all the time?
I get nominated to do it all the time, but I try to do it my own way. Miss Zoe, it's your fault. And, people will say, Danny, you should go tell them. Danny, you go tell them at the front desk. And I'm like, all right, whatever.
I think people feel comfortable with the fact that you'll step up.
I think it's funny that everybody thinks you're their representative.
Right?
You should run for office then.
Yeah.
If that's the case, you'd probably do really well in office.
What can I run for, though?
Yeah. Just run.
I know.
Just run. Just run for your life.
At this point, who cares?
But I have felonies.
I think you guys should picket. I think you guys should all be in the water and have inflatable pickets. And just pick.
That's a good idea. Do they make inflatable pickets?
So is there a program that they follow? So maybe this is why everybody's following that same.
So that's a very good question.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
There is no program.
Yeah.
It's.
I don't have to go to public pools, so I don't know.
Oh, shit. Wow. Again, he had that one loaded. He's got 2 weeks. Oh,
So I don't
he
know
really
what it's
is
like.
starting Park and Friends. Wow. Wow.
I don't know
He's
what
trying to
it's
get fired.
like.
I can tell.
I'm
will
getting us
not-
ratings.
I'm not next to the microphone.
I don't know the drama.
Your
I
contract
don't-
is up in 2 years. You will stay here until those 2 years.
2 minutes.
I don't know your dilemma. I'm sorry.
In
No,
defense of the new kids,
Yeah.
there is no program. They are given these like laminated sheets that show the exercises, I believe, and then there's a list of exercises that they can choose from.
Yeah.
How they create their own template is up to them. However, you have to read your audience, and that is what I'm having an issue with.
Yeah.
These new kids that have come into the pool for the summer, they don't know how to read the audience. Have you ever had that problem before? Tell me in the notes down below. Do you think I have a hard time reading the audience? Tell me in the notes down below. I'm not afraid. Don't be afraid to tell me something if you're watching. So I bring that up because, I feel like that's kind of the MO nowadays for young kids. They want to do it their own way and not listen to the elders, which apparently I guess I'm an elder now. Do you have that problem?
being an elder.
Yeah, no.
I am older.
Having kids listen to you.
Well, if I can relate it to my own experience, I'm mentoring a 25-year-old
Oh my gosh.
for real estate, and I'm actually benefiting from it.
Oh.
So I'm getting the opposite effect.
So I'm the asshole.
Yep.
Is that what we're calling it too? Mentoring for real estate?
Yes. Yeah. Yep. and
Sounds
we're
a little
gonna
P.
stick
Diddy.
to that. Yeah.
I just want to
Yeah.
know. I'm clarifying.
Yep.
So we have it as
Yeah,
evidence.
yeah.
Sounds familiar.
So I'm benefiting from his
Virility?
quickness. And, well, just his knowledge
Okay.
and his ability to get through things a lot faster than me. So maybe I'm having a different experience with somebody younger than me. Is my point. But I'm not in it. Well, he's not there to teach me, so I haven't run into that situation.
Okay.
I
Interesting.
don't know if that makes sense.
No, it totally makes a lot of sense. I mean,
Yeah.
it's different strokes for different folks,
Yeah.
right? Again,
Yeah.
more puns. Son of a bitch.
Yeah. Oh, God. Well, you are in a pool, stroking the water.
Oh my God, I love it. So, I don't want to use this as an excuse, but I've been like, I don't want to go to the pool. I'm no longer inspired to go and take and burn the 500 to 600 calories because the new kids that are teaching are just, they're not being inspirational.
Yeah.
So that's what I was going to touch on earlier. I was going to say the result's going to be people falling off.
Yeah.
People are going to slowly start not coming.
Yeah.
And then there's nobody to teach.
And so funny that you say that. So my last session that I went to, the young lady, I go, Lexi, are you teaching tomorrow? And she goes, she looked like I had asked her for a pint of blood. She goes, and she looked like this, and the manager was standing behind her, and she very discreetly, she goes, they're trying something different. And I was like, what does that mean? Everybody perked up. All the people in the pool were like, what do you mean? What are you talking about?
Oh, God.
And then Anthony came over and he goes, I'm going to be teaching all of the days. And we all went,
Son of a bitch.
oh, yeah, everybody. And so I know quite a few people went to the front desk to say something.
Why
Now,
don't you just drown him?
because he doesn't get in the pool. He's
Oh.
outside the pool.
Oh.
Don't think I haven't thought about that.
I have a tripping trick. Trust
Oh.
me. You just trip people. He'll be out of you break a leg, he'll be out of commission.
Now we know how Angelo got all his money and his homes.
I work
Those
for it.
lawyers in Glendale, Mr. Ferrugian.
Oh, we know that. Apparently that trip does work for something.
Well, because I think that's a shame because I know how much you love your swimming
I
class.
love it.
Yeah,
And then I
yeah,
swim
yeah.
after.
Yeah.
So now I'm just like, I'll just go early in the morning. I'll just swim.
Yeah.
I'd rather, because there's no point. I mean, one day he tried to teach the class without music. And I was like,
Oh,
Oh,
no.
God.
excuse me?
Yeah.
That's boring.
That's like Whitney Houston sober.
Yeah, thank you. Exactly. Glub, glub, glub.
Everybody brought their jokes today, didn't they? Angelo really practiced today.
I got a second-hand high. Since your mother already knows.
Oh my God. So that's kind of what I'm dealing with right now in terms of doing it like Danny. That's a little bit of drama, but let's twist it up with some happiness. In my in terms of me doing it like Danny, I have sucked you both into the doing it like Danny. You should do it like Danny, right?
Yes.
We're trying to share more. We're
More demands. More.
I'm trying. Yeah, more demands.
Yeah, more demands.
Perform, Angelo. Perform.
We can't just live.
This show is consuming us all.
They're lying.
Wow, what a change up.
You are lying. So a good friend of mine, Linda, in her neighborhood, she lives in a cul-de-sac.
In Sorrento?
No, this is her second home. In the valley.
In Reseda.
Yeah, in Reseda. And so we went to her. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me rewind that. So my good friend Linda lives in a cul-de-sac, and here's the best part. I wish your neighborhood had that, but it doesn't.
You'll get shot.
What I love about her neighborhood, she lives in a cul-de-sac, and everybody's in a group text. So if something appears off or someone forgets a package or, hey, can you check my front door? I think I left it open. Everybody is very quick to be like, yeah, no problem. I'll go check.
Yeah.
And it's quite a few houses that are in that stretch in there. I mean, you experienced it yesterday. Mm-hmm. So Linda, her next door neighbor, her name is Julia, and she's a singer. And she's an amazing singer. And one day she will be on the show. She has albums on iTunes, and currently right now she lives in the UK. But they, lease their property, and so that they can come back and forth. So she was in town, and she invited everybody in the neighborhood, her old neighbors, to a private concert, and some of her fans. Mm-hmm. And which in turn, I was like, do it like Danny. And I invited the two of you.
Yes.
And shockingly enough, you guys came.
Yes, of course.
Yeah. I was actually surprised. I was very impressed that you guys showed up.
Well, we got to support you in the show.
It wasn't about me.
Yeah.
But why would you think we wouldn't come?
Because it's LA. Everybody's like, sure, I'll go. Everyone has a plan A, B, and C, right?
Yeah.
Then people, and the reality is people make plans with 3 different people.
Yeah.
And then they go, I don't feel like a movie. I feel like dancing. I'm going to go dancing. Yeah. Sorry, movie person. And then they, they begin to cancel on a Wednesday or a Thursday as the weekend begins to encroach upon them.
Okay, how do you know that?
Because
do you cancel often? Do you have backup plans?
I'm going to be like Trump. I'm going to plead the 5th.
Oh. No, that was Epstein.
Oh, oops. Oh, God. But he's dead.
Is he?
No,
is
no.
he?
Yeah,
is he?
Careful.
I think he's dead.
Is he?
He's with Michael
Do you think
Jackson.
He's alive? Is that a theory of conspiracy? Conspiracy of theory?
The nose that they showed in his autopsy looks different than in photos. And then with the minute clip missing, he either was killed in that minute or that's when they let him out. I also read somewhere, now don't quote me on this because it was somewhere like on Threads or Twitter or whatever, that his bank account is still moving money.
Oh.
Now, I'll kind of see if I can find that, but I read that really quickly, but I didn't dive in because I'm like, I don't know if I want to read that.
I'm going to start quoting you on that.
Okay.
My next story on Celebrity
That's
Corner.
Shocking. And how can we get a hold of the account number? So I invited you to her personal concert, and she has a new group. It's her and her husband. It's called The Force Fields. And it's like this immersive experience. There's visuals, and she does her music. She did some of her Julia stuff, but this new stuff is like remixes. And I feel like it's more, I don't want to say gay techno. That's not the right way to say it. She'd probably slap me. But it's just a little more, I don't know. How would you actually?
I was trying to.
Yeah.
So I did. And thank you for the invite. Cable was out, and I had nothing to do. So
damn you, Spectrum.
Plan B and C had canceled on me because apparently they had E and F plans. I was trying to figure out what is this style because it's new age-ish. I don't know. It was fantastic. It was much better than I was expecting.
Would you say it's along the lines of Portishead?
Oh, it's funny you know who that is.
Oh.
My buddy
Well,
who listens to the show is going to love that you just said that.
Oh, is
I
he
swear to God.
available?
Is he a subscriber? Only if he's a subscriber. Look at you.
Tony, you know who I'm talking about.
Only he's watching.
Yeah.
He got a shout out. He's going to be happy.
I mean, Louie thought she was very similar to Hart.
I said Pat Benatar.
Pat Benatar.
She does have that raspy, delicious voice.
yeah.
But
She
I
really does.
I didn't want to call her Janis Joplin because I personally don't like Janis Joplin, but I felt like her style was also very Janis Joplin.
Interesting.
But she didn't have that dirty of a voice.
Okay.
But her essence and kind of like her vibe, that felt very Joplin to me.
So Amy Winehouse-ish or no? I mean, no, maybe not.
No, Amy Winehouse was a mess.
It was impressive because it was just her and her husband.
Yeah.
And to command that attention and to be able to put out like that was more than I was expecting.
Yeah,
Well,
I
for a
didn't expect
cul-de-sac
that at all.
She did a
party.
cover. I'm starting to interrupt both of
No,
you.
no.
I don't just shut the fuck up. Excuse me. Let me start over again.
It is your show. You can interrupt.
Oh, now it's my show.
Yeah. Just now.
Thank you.
It's not do it like Louie.
I've seen that look before.
Oh.
He knows where he got that look from.
Recording.
Do we have to close down Montecito again?
I'm gonna have to bleep all of this too.
No. So I recorded a little piece of it when she did the cover of Free Fallin' by Tom Petty.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was Free Falling by Tom Petty until like maybe a good 30 seconds into it. And then when she hit it, I was like, oh, yeah.
Brilliant.
So this is the clip of her. So as you can see, her voice is absolutely amazing, and her husband creates the arrangements. I mean, they both do. They work cohesively together to create the music, and the newest venture is called The Force Fields. So again, good friend Linda, she's in my straight tribe. And then I have my gay tribe, Brian, and all my little gamer friends. And then, then there's the cousin tribe.
Yeah.
The familiar tribe, right? So lots of tribes nowadays. What tribe is yours? If you're looking for a tribe, tell me in the comments down below, okay? If you're watching.
Well, I felt like I met my nemesis,
In terms of?
Linda.
Oh.
my God.
Oh, yes, I had to put a pin. So he
Salacious
sat there.
now.
Okay, so Angelo shows up, right? Let me paint the picture. Let me paint the picture. So I had gone over early to barbecue because people were coming over, and I took some stuff and we were cooking. We wanted to make, Linda always wants to make sure there's food for everybody, right? And in the beginning we were like, well, what should we do? What should we bring? And the reality is, because we grew up with grandma, and both of our grandmothers cooked immensely for huge people, like not like huge people, but huge families.
Giant
Groups.
Yeah,
Excuse me.
we got it. We got
Lots of people.
We had plenty of food, and then Linda's friends started coming over. Everyone started showing up, and then I hear Angelo's here. So we're in the backyard, and I turn, and he's like, oh, hello. And, of course, he was wearing, like, a full frock. He had a flannel neckerchief, a flannel shirt, flannel pants, and wool feet.
And his little dog in a purse.
Yeah, a Labubu. He had a Labubu. And I was like, what the fuck? It's like 85 degrees out. Okay, all right, fine. He's like, I'm freezing. I guess when you get old, your body can no longer regulate temperature. So I don't want to make fun of you.
Too late.
Yeah, too late. So that happened. So we found him a heater, and he began to, and some wine, yes, and a blanket. And then he sat back and he leaned over and he goes, this is my competition?
Oh, that's a good one.
Because it started to dawn on me, I am in Linda's backyard.
And And then to really twist his screws in, I said, yes. And she put in fake grass. And now I don't have any problems breathing or mosquitoes or anything.
Until you drank her wine.
Oh, yeah. One of the wines gave me like allergies. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. That's so funny. That was a white wine.
She's lovely.
She is.
Oh, yeah.
I
Linda's
wanted
great.
to not like her, but she's lovely. Dana, Linda. That's all I heard on the last 2 episodes.
God.
And then Louie threw in, Angelo wanted me to be gay. But I'm digressing.
At least I mentioned you.
Wow, you gave a great little Cliff Notes. I like your Cliff Notes.
Yeah, you guys mentioned me a lot.
That should be your new show, the Cliff Notes of Do It Like Danny.
Laughing
if you don't
at
know
me.
what the hell he's saying, let me give you the Cliff Notes.
Yeah.
Me.
Well, you want people to comment, so I commented.
Yes, and you did, and we appreciate
We
that.
do.
So can people comment on my comments?
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
There's no
Or
rules.
just like, subscribe, and share.
Thank you. Subscribe, like, and share.
You got a lot of comments about that story with the hit and run. Everybody was really interested.
Well, that was real life. That happened.
But
That
let's go
was
back. Let's go back.
wild.
Let's not
That
get
was
caught.
wild.
No, we went crazy.
We went crazy already.
How sad.
Yeah.
I'm always in the right place at the wrong time for the other person.
Oh, yeah. Okay, let's go back.
Okay. So
So then Cousin Louie shows up.
Yeah.
then Cousin Louie shows up, and I was like, what? It's going to be a good night. And so I was actually really excited because, I do these Do It Like Danny things. And even though it wasn't about me, it was about Julia and Linda and the neighborhood creating that environment for them. The concert was amazing.
Yeah, actually
she
was
went
pretty
on
good,
at
yeah.
9. It ended at 10:30. And she's a global performer. She travels all over the world performing.
You can find her in any cul-de-sac.
Do they have cul-de-sacs in Europe? No, just kidding. No, I'm thinking. No, she performs at musical venues all over the world.
Yeah.
She's a global
Yeah.
performer. Her and her husband.
Yep.
And they live in the UK. They live. Oh God, I don't know. I probably shouldn't give it away. They live in the UK. That's all you should know. I don't want to get them doxxed in case. No. But anyway, so they created all this new music. It's going to be out soon. We'll put up some links, and as you saw her performance, and then Louie will put some little thing in there, and you can find them on iTunes because her other albums are amazing, and her voice is just, there's no additional help. There's no, what do you call that? The voice
Auto-tune.
tune. There's no auto-tune. What you heard her
Was just her,
sing,
yeah.
that's her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Many a night, I would go to Linda's, and she would pull her keyboard out and start singing.
Nice.
Wow.
There were nights where we go over to her house when she lived back in the States, and she had a piano. She sings this French song, and it's about a grandma. And it is like, like her voice is just so emotional to me. Like, I don't know. I just really I connect with her.
Yeah.
I connect.
Yeah.
I really love it. I think that my only hope is that she just makes it super fucking big.
Yeah.
I want her to make it big because I think that she has that much talent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, being in the business all these years, you see people that are like, yeah, I did it again. You know what I mean? You're like,
Yeah.
she's lip syncing her whole concert.
Yeah.
I mean, not Julia. Like, she has such a pure voice, and it has that like raspy. Oh my God, she sings "Go Ask Alice"
I know. I
by
wanted to hear that you
Jefferson
mentioned
Starship. Right? Is that the correct?
Yep.
Right? And let me tell you, you're like, holy mother Jesus. She does it so well, and she's like, "Go ask Alice," and you're like, wow, it's powerful. I mean, a lot of the songs that she does, including her own originals, are just amazing.
Yeah.
So I hope that you pay her some homage and go to her website, which we'll put up here, her website, and like I said before, on iTunes, and I'm pretty sure she's on, what's the other little streaming services?
Spotify?
Is Spotify a streaming service?
Yes.
We're even on it, sorry. Because you know why? We watch the show.
See how hip I am?
You are
I
hip.
use Spotify.
Wow.
But I would suggest people go and listen to it because it is a very unique experience.
Yeah.
And I think it would appeal to a lot of people. I
Yeah.
don't think you have to be specific to that genre, whatever that genre may be.
Fair.
We don't know.
What did you think?
I think, like I said, I think she was more like Pat Benatar than anything, but I could be wrong. Like I said, she reminded me of Janis Joplin, but didn't sound like Janis Joplin, just like her vibe and the way she dressed. I wasn't expecting it to be so good because it's in a cul-de-sac. I'm not saying that when you perform in a cul-de-sac, you suck. That's
Nope.
not what I'm saying. But I did not expect to see this really grandiose show. I was telling Angela, I go, to to have a video play while you're singing and constantly hit each beat while the video is singing with you, that's not easy.
No.
So that means that they do this all the time. Like this is their repertoire, and she did a great job.
Yeah. It matched.
Yeah.
Everything matched, right?
And I liked the visuals a lot.
Yes.
Yeah.
Turner husband created all those visuals.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, there's one, I think it's a remake of her Freaking Awesome where it was her in the blonde wig.
Yeah.
I was like screaming because I'm like, I love that. I told her, I said, you need to release that as a video.
Yeah.
Because it was that good. I love when she was at the desk and the people were behind her. I wonder if we can get a clip of that. I'll ask James if we can get, so that we can show that so people know what we're talking about.
My only complaint were the people who were talking. And I do want to bring that up because I don't enjoy when people feel like they're the only ones in the room and fuck everybody else. Now, I don't know half of those people, but just based off of that one thing, while people are trying to enjoy something, for them not to have the courtesy just to walk even 5 to 10 feet down, it just shows to me like what kind of people they might be.
Well, the sad part is they're all neighbors.
Yeah.
And they're all in a group text. It's not like you can't talk to each other, and it's not like you can't do this any other Saturday of the week.
And it's very disrespectful to the artist. It's like if we had this showing and if we had a live audience and they all were just talking around their phone and laughing amongst each other. It's just, you don't do that.
Well, that wouldn't happen, Louie.
No, I'm just saying.
I would make sure I would say something.
But during some of her better moments, they were screaming, and then they would ignore her and go back to chatting.
Correct.
Yeah.
And then they would be clapping the loudest, and it's like, you didn't even listen. What are you doing?
Well, then also, too, the crumb catchers were running around, and the parents were not even taking care. And the little girl was screaming bloody murder like someone was chasing her like Jason.
Well, somebody was.
And they were, but it was like, you know what? It's dark. Time to go home.
Yeah.
Go home.
Well, did you see that kid who thought he was at a rave?
Yes.
And she gave him the glow-in-the-dark
so
sticks?
Like, you want to hear something really sweet? So he's on the spectrum.
Oh.
And right now he's like an asshole, right?
Yeah.
That's Angelo.
Oh, wait, I did the same thing too.
He's on Park and Friends.
He was,
Yeah.
he's in the spectrum, but he was feeling that music.
Yeah, absolutely.
He was up there dancing with those glow sticks. And I was
moving
like,
through him.
she is going to be at a rave one day, a circuit festival.
Yeah.
You go, girl.
I was just jealous.
He was feeling it. I went and danced off in the corner. I told you to come over, but you were too busy in your flannel. So I was like, oh, God.
He's being very demure.
It was hard for him to move in the wool that he showed up in.
Oh, God. I don't know what I was thinking. I thought it would be. It's cool now.
Yeah, it's very nice. Hey, but you know what? I'm not complaining, but let's go back.
Okay.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. But this is where I'm telling you, tripping somebody really comes in handy because you could have tripped one of those kids, and then they would have all been like,
well, I became my
dominoes.
mother, and I was like, oh my God, these kids. And then I was like, shh. I was like, but then even Linda's friend, Debbie John, all her friends, they were all
Chatting
yak, 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 yak. But it was literally like lay the egg or shut up because they were and they were, and I just went, shh. I kept shushing everybody because I was like, I'm not in the neighborhood. I don't give a fuck. Shut the fuck up.
Well, because the music got louder, they got louder.
Yes.
And it just became like, so the people that started off at the side of us, you kind of shushed them. Then they went behind us.
Yeah.
And it wasn't bothering me truly until you pointed it out.
It was caring.
And then it was like this
Everywhere.
and that and this and that. I was hearing her sing and then them talk.
Yeah.
So it really was.
And also, too, there was a little bit of drama. It was revealed to me. And so one of the neighbors was like, well, we have early mornings, and kind of was, not that he was super against it, but he could put up a little bit of resistance. And
it was a Friday night.
And they were a little shocked because they're only been there for like a year. And of course, everyone that lives in the neighborhood is like so nice, and like they watch for each other.
Yeah.
And
It
now they have
ended
that
at
one.
10, by the way, not 10:30.
Okay.
It ended at 10, like
ended
on
at
the
10.
dot.
Yep.
Oh, really? Oh, I thought it was at 10:30.
Yeah.
It said could go up to 10:30.
Oh, got
but
it.
it ended
But
at
I
10.
truly thank you because I feel like I went to a mini concert.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it was nice.
And again, I'm like Louie. I didn't know what to expect, but it was surprisingly wonderful.
Oh,
Yeah.
good.
Yeah,
That's so good.
You should have just tossed your Rice Krispies out and let those kids, like a
And
pinata.
hit 'em?
And then
They were
something.
I just wish
screaming.
people had more respect.
Yeah.
Here's another prime example. I went to Sprouts today, okay? And I usually do the self-checkout because I'm just so antisocial. But anyways, this gentleman was in front of me, and a register opened up. And I go, sir, a register opened up. He's like, oh, I only brought cash. And I go, oh, okay. He's like, yeah, it takes card there. I only have this one for cash. I was like, okay, I just didn't want to, cut in front of you and be that person. He's like, oh, that's fine. He's like, you were just being polite. And he said, a lot of people aren't like that anymore. Yeah. And, you hear that. You can see it all over TikTok, all over Instagram. But I haven't really necessarily fully experienced that. But this gentleman had. You know what I'm saying? And for him to say that, it was shocking because I didn't do anything that I didn't feel somebody else would do for me. But apparently that's not the case anymore.
No, because you see it every day. Like, a perfect example, when you go to the dirty Costco, which I love Costco, and they have the self-checkout. Like, there's not a uniform way to check out. Yeah. It's one line, and then as they become available, people kind of just fill in the spots. But if someone's not paying attention, somebody that's second and third in line will dart and cut in front of the other people. Yeah. And play stupid. Yeah. Like, they don't speak English. Yeah. And it's like...
we see you.
Trump will take care of that, though.
Oh, we're that show now?
We made the switch.
You should just go to Costco with an ice sweatshirt on your back, or ice on your back.
Oh, no. Could you imagine if you had like an ice... Right?
Nice. And then, be nice, but the end falls off.
Cover it with a jacket or something, and everyone's like, oh my God, it says ice. And you're like, okay, you remove it, it says nice. Or ice cream. Oh my God. That's funny. That's like, that's true. I'm sure you work with public. I'm sure you deal with impolite people all the time, or do you not?
Oh, yeah. So if I can share, my mentee and I are now dropping flyers, right? So we go around the neighborhood, we promote ourselves, and we say that, and on the flip side of that promotion, we say, this is what your house is worth. So yesterday, I get a call from a neighbor, and he's like, why are you handing out flyers that my house is for sale? And I'm like, what are you talking about? Who are you? And he went off on me. Finally, I calmed him down. I said, look at the flyer. Clearly, your house is not for sale. But it took a moment, and it took me back a bit, right? My mentee said, God, you handled it great, because I probably would have gone off on him.
That's what I would have done.
What are you going to do? I don't need somebody calling me up and harassing me anymore. But there's a lot of idiots out there. Oh, and yeah. I just don't have... I don't have time for it.
There's a lot of idiots. I think we're definitely heading towards that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a whole nother
We're
thing.
living in a very impolite society.
Yeah, that was the point to that.
There are no rules anymore.
Yeah. Well, I don't think it's so much that. Me personally, I think that what attributes that impoliteness is because everyone's on their phones. We no longer have the ability to interact with each other. Yeah. There's no more excuse me or pardon me because they can't send you an emoji. Right. You know what I mean? Like, you're literally at a loss, and you have these people that probably don't talk, and they get on a plane and they're all grumble on their phone, and you're like, excuse me, and they look at you like, right? And it's this desperate look because they're not being taught how to socialize and interact with people.
Communicate. People don't know how to communicate anymore.
I believe at some of the colleges there are actual classes that teach
communication.
Well, communication, yes, but this actual subject, which is how to engage with people without using your phone.
Wow.
Oh.
Isn't
that weird?
Yeah.
That's so weird. Well,
listen,
I wonder if the teacher uses a phone to teach that.
Well, my niece, she is glued to her tablet, and I try to get her off of it, but that's the acceptable thing nowadays. I mean, that's the new pacifier.
Yeah.
She's 8, but that's the new pacifier. They just give them the tablet, and the kids, they zone out and drool, and it is what it is. Yeah. And that's not teaching them anything. No. And, it's teaching them to not be social. Yeah. And then when they come into these examples of, she took my toy, instead of talking about it, it's, because, they played a game where they hit each other.
With a tablet.
Correct. Yeah. No, seriously, it's true. Yeah. Like, and that's, they're mimicking. They're not doing anything wrong. Yeah. They're just mimicking what they learned on a tablet.
So the same issues that these people had at this concert is you're saying that they're always on their phone, that they lost the ability to communicate, and now they're reverting back to children?
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, and then their own children weren't contained. Yeah. Because the ones that were being loudest were the ones whose children were the ones that were running around.
Yeah. Also correct.
Yeah. I think those kids were drunk, allegedly.
They were giving out free lemonade.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. For Louie's vodka.
Yeah, they were trying to hawk that. They're like, here, it's free. And you're like, I'm good. Thank you. No, here, take it.
You know what? I gave that girl $5. I said, I don't want lemonade. Here's $5 to help you guys.
Great. And now you're contributing to her drug abuse.
Well, now I found out it was free.
It was free.
Notice how they didn't tell you it wasn't free.
They saw this woolly mammoth sucker coming. They're like, he looks thirsty.
I would never live that down. But anyway, everybody was really wonderful at the party. Linda was great. She's a great host. And it was nice being at her home.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah,
It's a good time. I really do enjoy it.
Yeah.
So we have to switch this up a little bit. A lot of you are wondering, okay, maybe you're not, but Angelo was out for a few days, weeks, and there's a reason why. I'm going to let him tell you the story as the light shines on me so goldenly.
Well, golden lights happen, right? Golden years happen.
And golden showers.
So, as I've shared in the past, loosely on the show, some of the issues that I've gone through with my dog, Pepper.
Yeah. Take your time.
I wasn't expecting this.
That's okay.
Anyway, there were about 4 days where it was really tough with her. She was vomiting and she was really sick and she wouldn't eat. And I know many times when, let me just kind of get my grip here. I know many times when dogs stop eating or animals stop eating, it's because they're towards the end. So a part of me knew that. And,
So you had to say goodbye to her.
Yeah, I had to say goodbye to her. Yeah.
I didn't want to. I know you're upset.
No.
I don't want to jump in.
Yeah,
but
no, thank you.
I want to help you.
Yeah, no, I know. I need to
listen,
get through it.
And
I will get through it.
And I know that we joked about Pepper all the time. Okay, maybe just me.
Yeah, you said good things were happening to me. Meanwhile, my dog's on life support.
But I mean, you gave that dog a life.
Yeah.
I mean, that dog, you were medicinally treating her twice a day.
Yeah.
I mean, you cleared her glaucoma, not you, but I'm saying you took a doctor, but I mean, you did so much for that dog. So I get it.
Yeah.
It's a huge loss to you because she turned around. So I guess that's where was like, wow, so sudden, so quick, because she was so heavy and then she lost weight and she was like, she was jumping around and she could see and she was back to her old self.
Yeah.
So I guess my question is, what led up to that? How did that happen?
Yeah. But because she had diabetes, this was always a concern. So it was the pancreas that gave out. And once that starts failing, you can't eat, you can't digest. And when you can't eat, you can't do the insulin. So it just became this cluster of confusion, what was happening with her body. What I do feel really good about, and I'll share this, is that the last year of her life, she did go through all these struggles. We went through multiple emergency visits, surgeries, and it was very costly, but I wouldn't trade it for the world because I feel like what I gave her in her last year was the ability to enjoy her life again, to be able to see her home, to see it not die as a frightened dog who was blind and then her life really shut down.
Yeah.
So when I was faced with a decision, I took her to the emergency. I called my primary vet. They said, look, what you're describing, take her to the emergency. So I took her to the emergency, not knowing in my wildest thoughts that I would have to make a decision to let her go in that moment. So I took her to the emergency, and the doctor was very real with me. And she had been at that facility before, and they said, look, she is in such bad shape. My dog has diabetes, and I told her, if you ever got to this point, this is the time to let her go. And they said, we can keep her for 5 days. We can prop her up. But our concern is that she'll go home, and maybe in a month later, you'll be back in the same position. And I had to really stop and pause, and I thought she's going to be out of her environment for 5 days, hooked up to God only knows how many machines and needles and being tested, and I just couldn't put her through that. So as difficult as it was, I had to say goodbye. And now when I really look at it, and I broke down, but now when I really look at it, I had 15 wonderful years of her love.
Oh wow, I didn't know she was that long.
Yeah, I had her since she was a puppy. It's probably the dog that I've had the longest at the earliest age.
Aww.
So she's my little angel now, watching over me, and I'm forever grateful. And I know Louie has dogs.
Yeah, you're about to make me cry. Don't do that to me.
And you
do it to him.
You
do it to
just
him.
you just don't know. She slept with me like she had to be by my side. Yeah. So you don't know that impact until it's gone.
Yeah.
But I feel forever blessed.
Because they become like family. They become like people. They're there when you come home. They're there when you go to sleep or when you wake up. You take them everywhere. It's not like other pets where they're in a cage or you can't take them with you as much. There's a bond between dogs and humans. Because I didn't understand that until I had a dog die. And that was rough. And, again, like you say, you don't know when the last time you're going to see them. You didn't know that was going to happen.
Oh, yeah.
And so I understand that because I didn't know that was going to happen. And then when it does, you're like, it's like a gut punch, but it's like losing a family member, truthfully. But, I don't want to cry.
Yeah, because you're not expecting that. But, again, I feel blessed.
Yeah.
I feel blessed for what time I had with her. And I recommend, if people, animals bring so much joy.
Yeah.
So if somebody can adopt a dog or a cat or whatever, just to have that companionship and love, it's a huge source of love.
Yeah.
And, I still feel like it'll carry on in my heart.
I know a lot of people that watch this show have animals. I know that. And they probably have lost them and they probably have gained some also too. So, it's sad. We're going to say goodbye to Miss Pepper. We'll no longer have her scratching at her feet. Even today when I walked in.
I know, right?
I was waiting. I don't know. It just was like this program response. Like every time we walk in, she would bark, right?
And like, then she'd scratch.
Bubba's good.
Yeah,
Bubba,
yeah.
You're scratching. Bubba's got fleas. But, Bubba doesn't do much. She just
a little teddy bear.
She's a little teddy bear. Bubba, stop that.
Yeah.
So, it's that then I was like, oh, it was weird.
Yeah, you feel
it
the
was
emptiness.
weird because you're like, oh no, she's not barking. And remember, even during our show, you'd be like, Pepper,
Oh, yeah,
Pepper,
yeah,
and she'd be
yeah.
barking at the wind or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
And we don't. It is quiet.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
is she with you?
Not yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
I'll
she
get her.
will
I have
be.
to go pick her up.
Oh, that's.
Yeah.
Well, at least she's still with you, though.
Yeah.
Technically, you know what I mean. My mom
Yeah.
had a dog too named Peanut, and she loved Peanut to
Yeah.
death, and it was sad for her to.
Yeah.
He was a good little dog, and then when she had to say goodbye to him too, that was sad.
Yeah.
It's sad. No, I get
Yeah.
it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Listen, I had like a little chow, and he got hit by a car right there by Grandma's
Oh.
house. But I was young. I was in my teens, I think. I don't know how old I was, but they wanted like $1,000, and I'm like, I'm a kid. There's no way. And
Yeah.
you had to say goodbye.
That's-
Were you at least able to be with her?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
God,
that,
Oh,
that would
yeah.
destroy me. Oy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would destroy me,
That's
too.
hard.
Well, that's
Hey,
really
being
hard.
in the room.
And that's what I
Yeah,
imagined when
moment.
you were telling that story. I was like, man, I don't know what I would do in that situation.
Do you get to
I'd be the
hold,
loudest
do you get to
one.
hold the dog? Oh God.
Yeah. And it's just a very peaceful, gradual. But it's rough.
Oh yeah.
It is rough. And again, when you're having to make a split-second decision.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway,
was in
I
pain.
appreciate it. Yeah, so I wasn't invited to Italy, but I had I had other things happening. Even though you laughed at me and said good things were happening to me.
Hi.
But it's kind of good now.
Well, and there is a relief to some degree because I know she's okay.
Yeah, and you went to the concert. You would have never gone to the concert
I
if she
know,
was
in
still
my
here.
world. Yeah, I thought it was
Thank you,
winter.
Pepper. Now she
But
built
yeah.
the travel with you when you do it like Danny.
Yeah. Well, I've said this before, I think on the show, I'm not sure, but I want all of my dogs. I've had 6 dogs.
Yeah, you want to be
so
buried
I
with
want
them.
all my dogs' ashes in my.
Do you have all of them?
I do.
Oh,
Well, I have
my pet
4.
cemetery.
I kind of feel like that.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Bubba?
Yeah, I know.
Frank and Weenie.
Yeah.
God. Yeah.
Okay.
See, Bubba left. She's
Yeah,
split because she's
smart. She's like, F
not even
this.
sure what's happening.
Oh yeah. Oh, and you had touchdown too, huh?
Yeah.
Would touchdown be with you, or you're like he wasn't your
No,
dog?
I have him. No, of
you
course.
do
Yeah,
have
yeah,
Touchdown?
yeah.
Oh my God. I've only ever known touchdown, Pepper, and then Bubba.
Did you not know Rascal?
I didn't know Rascal.
yeah.
Mm-mm.
We've had a lot of dogs.
Yeah. And Penny Lane.
Oh, that's
Penny
a cool
Lane.
name.
That's-
Yeah.
I like that.
What was Penny Lane?
She was a mutt, but she was a black, beautiful dog.
Ah,
Yeah.
Aw.
Yeah. But again, I love my animals. People go adopt, go save a dog. And I
Yeah.
know and I'm circling back to what we started, but ICE is apparently, people are getting separated from their dogs.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
they're ending up in
yeah.
pounds.
It's bad. It's not
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
It's really not
that's
good.
So sad.
Yeah. So if you can adopt a dog and save a dog,
Excuse me.
um,
Yeah, I
do
wonder if is there some sort of support group that helps take in people's dogs who they've been deported?
There has to be something.
Right?
I
I
don't
do know that you can research, and if you are interested in volunteering, there are multiple agencies right now that are taking volunteers. If you want to help and provide groceries and just go shopping for people that are too afraid to go outside, even some people that actually are U.S. citizens, but because their color is brown, they are afraid to venture outside their home because they're older and they're afraid of being separated from their families.
Yeah.
Look, check your local agencies in your particular area that you'd be able to volunteer to help put together meals, to help go shopping, to help provide any type of services if you can. In addition to Block ICE, which notifies you where ICE is in the event that they're in your area. It's crazy times right now, so everyone should stay safe, hold your animals tight, and hold your family even closer. And with that being said, have another wonderful week, and we hope to have you watch us next week on Do It Like Danny. Have a good one.
Give me the ball.